Good evening, Yankees Nation. This is Ken, and you're here with the ugly truth. Just a little bit of housekeeping information before I start the question for today. Uh, as you can tell from the background, I am not my normal setting. I'm off in Philadelphia looking after my mother for the next few weeks, or the next week at least. Uh, I am going to try to go live tomorrow morning at 6:05 when the Dodgers meet up with the Cubs in Tokyo. So anyone wanting to join the live stream, most appreciated. Uh, I'll broadcast, and if I'm broadcasting to an audience of myself, then I'll cut it off. But if there are people that are interested in taking in the game, I'll do the play-by-play for it. And of course, I'll try to run my normal uh, Tuesday 10 o'clock open panel. If the game runs a little bit longer, I might push it back by a half hour or so. So it's a fly by night thing. So I appreciate y'all's support. My topic for today is the death of baseball on the horizon. It's a baseball question, not a Yankee question, and it's a little bit out there, more unusual. I don't know how closely the people are following, but the current collective bargaining agreement expires at midnight on December 1st of 2026. Uh, the collective bargaining agreement is basically the owners uh, and the players associations labor tool for discussing events in baseball. Uh, my personal opinion that this collective bargaining agreement is going to be a brutal fight. As usual, most of these things are about greed, whether it be from the owner's perspective or the player's perspective. In 2021, there was a when the collective bargaining agreement expired, there was a lockout. It lasted for 99 days, uh, did not majorly impact the season, and that's the current agreement that we have today. However, in 1994, the owners wanted to put a cap on baseball, and the Players Association struck. Uh, in '94, if you look back at the historical records, there is no postseason for Major League Baseball. It was completely wiped out by the strike. We lost a good chunk of the 1995 season uh, to the strike. It finally ended up taking a federal judge to get involved, and they reinstated the uh, previous uh, CBA to get baseball back. As a result of that strike, there was a 20% loss of fan attendance at games. Uh, Viewing on TV was down also just as much. And baseball was teetering on the edge of the precipice about being another one of the sports that moved into the past. The only thing that saved baseball at that time was the 1998 Mark McGuire, Sammy Sosa chase to beat Roger Maris's 61 home runs in a season. It later became known as the steroid era, where PEDs were prevalently used during that time frame. And as much as people argue about it, that is one of the sole things that saved baseball. If we go into a strike again, what will be there to bring baseball back from the brink? Uh, as I said earlier, greed is at the hilt of this. Whether it be the players or the owners, that's for you to get or decide. I think some of the hot bone contested issues that are going to be at this negotiation, which should start here in the next month or so, is major league owners are not down with paying these exorbitant salaries that you see, like Otani and uh, Soto have made over the last 2 seasons. You have more people coming in the hopper. Uh, Vlad Guerrero Jr. was offered a $500 million deal to extend on place at the Blue Jays. It's been reported that he came out and doesn't want to accept anything under a $600 million offer. Once again, reasonable, unreasonable. Let you decide that one. Uh, to control some of these escalating salaries, the owners are obviously going to want to have an actual hard cap installed, as opposed to the uh, Cohen threshold penalty that teams that spend are experiencing. The other thing is revenue sharing. That is going to become a big issue because right now the Players Association doesn't take any revenue off of sports networks, uh, the areas that are built up around baseball stadiums that are commercially owned by the stadiums themselves. Uh, Owners claim and explicitly state that they're independent ventures and aren't part of baseball. Well, on the opposite side of the argument, the baseball players say that you wouldn't have uh, these sports networks that provide these packages or the facilities around the baseball parks if you didn't have baseball. Long and short, it's going to be a fight. Uh, Something else that the owners are wanting is to install a floor, a league minimum that teams have to meet for salary payroll. Uh, that's with teams like the Pirates, the Marlins, the A's. These teams consistently get competitive balance money that don't improve their clubs. They don't spend the money, they pocket it. Uh, my personal thought is if they don't use money to improve their clubs, they should be forced to give it back. It is not a free cash pile. And it seems that you're penalizing teams like the Dodgers, the Yankees, the Mets that actually spend money on their clubs. Uh, some of the teams that have received money for competitive balance, like the Arizona Diamondbacks, they invest money directly in the team, as shown this year by a small market team signing Corbin Burns to a over $200 million contract. So, is it balancing? To some degree, yes. Some degree, no. Uh, what do I think is going to be looked at in the CBA also? Probably rule changes such as the ABS system, which is being experimented with during this spring training, but it's not actually going to into effect during the regular season. If it does go into effect, it'll be after the uh, collective bargaining agreement has been negotiated. So, give me your opinions. What do you think? Are we headed for a strike, a lockout? Are we looking at the death of baseball? If you like the content, hit the thumbs up, ring the doorbell, and do the like. Uh, if you're not subscribed, please subscribe. Share this broadcast out with your friends. Uh, make comments. I like hearing from y'all, and I will answer the best that I can. I look forward to hearing from you. Baseball season's right around the corner, and let's go Yankees. Have a great night.